In the final season of Young Sheldon, George Sr. was the one who took Sheldon to Caltech, marking a significant moment in both their lives. This decision was not just a narrative choice, but one steeped in thematic weight, character development, and emotional resonance. The father-son bond. Throughout Young Sheldon, George Sr. is often portrayed as a misunderstood figure. While other family members, especially Mary, played pivotal roles in Sheldon's upbringing, George Sr. is frequently seen struggling to connect with his highly intellectual son. However, his love and care for Sheldon are evident, even if they are sometimes overshadowed by misunderstandings. By having George Sr. take Sheldon to Caltech, the show underscores the deep, but often unspoken bond between them. Despite their differences, George Sr. consistently supports Sheldon in his own way. While he may not fully understand Sheldon's genius, he recognizes his son's need for independence and growth. The journey to Caltech serves as a culminating moment where father and son share an intimate experience, reinforcing the notion that George Sr. was a crucial pillar in Sheldon's life. A farewell of significance. One of the most heartbreaking elements of Young Sheldon is the looming knowledge that George Sr. passes away before Sheldon reaches adulthood. This makes every interaction between them, particularly in the final season, weighty with emotional significance. The trip to Caltech can be seen as a final, meaningful act between the two, a memory that Sheldon would carry for the rest of his life. The journey allows George Sr. to fulfill one of his last fatherly duties. It's his way of ensuring that Sheldon is safe and settled before he departs from his life permanently. This decision adds depth to their relationship, as it provides closure in a way that is both subtle and profound. Defying expectations. Many fans might have assumed that Mary would be the one to take Sheldon to Caltech. After all, she has always been the most protective of him. However, having George Sr. take on this role subverts expectations in a way that adds layers to the show's storytelling. It acknowledges that while Mary is an essential figure in Sheldon's life, she is not the only parent who played a crucial role in shaping him. George Sr.'s presence in this moment also highlights his reliability, a trait that is often questioned due to his flaws. While he has been depicted as imperfect, struggling with his job, his marriage, and his sense of purpose, this act demonstrates his commitment to his family, particularly to Sheldon. A reflection on Sheldon's future. Sheldon's adult life in The Big Bang Theory is largely shaped by his childhood experiences. The fact that he becomes a man who often struggles with emotional connections, yet deeply values those he loves, speaks to the complexity of his relationship with George Sr. The trip to Caltech becomes a crucial event that subtly influences Sheldon's memories of his father. In The Big Bang Theory, Sheldon rarely speaks about his father with warmth, often recalling his flaws. However, moments like this, where George Sr. takes him to Caltech, offer hints that Sheldon's recollections may be incomplete or influenced by grief. By giving them this poignant journey together, young Sheldon retroactively adds nuance to Sheldon's perception of his father, showing that George Sr. was more than just the troubled man Sheldon often describes. Growth for George Sr. George Sr.'s character arc is one of redemption and struggle. While he begins as a man weighed down by responsibilities and personal regrets, his relationship with Sheldon offers him moments of growth. Taking Sheldon to Caltech is not just about transporting his son to a prestigious university. It is an act of love, showing that he acknowledges and supports Sheldon's aspirations. It also presents George Sr. as a father who is present, despite his struggles. Many sitcom fathers fall into the trope of being emotionally distant or entirely absent. George Sr. defies this by ensuring that he is there for Sheldon when it matters most. Even if Sheldon doesn't fully grasp it at the time, the audience sees it as a powerful statement about fatherhood. The significance of the journey. The act of traveling together offers a rare opportunity for connection. Road trips, even short ones, allow for conversations that might not happen in everyday settings. Given Sheldon's usual dismissiveness of casual conversation, this trip might be one of the few times he truly talks to his father in a meaningful way. For George Sr., the trip is not just about logistics, it's about savoring a moment with his son before he embarks on a new life chapter. The simplicity of a father driving his son to college becomes deeply symbolic. It represents both an ending and a beginning, the end of Sheldon's childhood under his parents' roof, and the start of his journey toward academic greatness. A lasting legacy. By choosing George Sr. for this moment, young Sheldon ensures that his legacy remains intact. Though he is absent in Sheldon's adult life, the impact of his presence is undeniable. The decision to have him take Sheldon to Caltech cements his importance, reinforcing that while he may not always be remembered in the best light, he was there when it counted. This moment also reframes Sheldon's memories. While The Big Bang Theory often portrays George Sr. as a flawed man, young Sheldon offers a richer perspective. It allows viewers to understand that Sheldon's experiences were more complex than he lets on, adding emotional depth to both series. Conclusion. George Sr. taking Sheldon to Caltech is more than just a plot point. It is a carefully crafted decision that enriches both characters. It solidifies their bond, provides emotional closure, and redefines George Sr.'s role in Sheldon's life. By making this choice, young Sheldon delivers a poignant moment that resonates deeply, ensuring that George Sr.'s influence endures in ways that even Sheldon may not fully recognize. In the grand tapestry of Sheldon's life, this trip stands as a testament to a father's love, a final act of guidance before parting ways. It is a moment that lingers, shaping the Sheldon Cooper we ultimately come to know.